relax, and enjoy another resin crafting with Chris Collected. Today, I'm going to do another little bit of the thing that I started last time, plus make 3 cute little cats. But first, of course, I do need resin. And I'm going to do my classic 10 ounces of resin. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and spin that up. Nice, and about a few minutes later, it's all ready to be put into a machine that's going to take all them bubbles out. Well, not for this resin. I think this resin needs a vacuum chamber, which I do not have. But, you know, it's all right. It's going to get some of the bubbles out. And I think I have to make the decision of whether I'm going to up my vacuum pressure and get the better vacuum, or just change my resin to being go back to resins. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out over there when I finish these gallon here. All right, first up, I'm going to use some extra fine glitter in red. Next up are some stars. I went ahead and finished that little thing up. And I'm still trying to finish up this one. This is to be used as paint, but I'm using it for resin. And then some forest green mica. I wanted the left one to be like a sage green, so I just used a little bit of that dark green. And then I wanted this one black. I mean, just solid black. So I went ahead to use black 2.0. Which used to be the darkest color available on the market, but nowadays they have black 4.0, so it could get darker. But you'll see here in their demolding, this thing is solid anyway, so I don't know if they needed the 4.0. They nailed it already. See, look at that. Look how dark that is. As you can see, a lot of bubbles in it still, but that's okay. As you can see, that little bit of green turned it into the perfect little sage green that I want. That's looking nice. So we have the perfect dark and the perfect little light sage. Nice little mix. You can see, look at all that red in there. It's going to look really good. All right, now it's time to pour. With Chris Collected, that's me. First up, I'm going to do the cats. And I decided to do it in a method of one is going to have a lot of green, and one's going to have a lot of black, and then the middle one's going to be kind of 50-50. I thought it would be a fun way to do it. So as you can see, this third cat is going to be mostly green. The first one was a little bit green, and this one's 50-50. Nice, the first one's done. As you can see, that black is nice and solid. And this one, I just wanted the tail to be black. I'm doing just a few little drops. Just enough to make sure it's topped up. All right, that's my cat's 3 ways. Now let me do the next part. Now this one is just like the project I did last year, where I can keep making as many of these as I want and they stack on each other. So expect later in the year to see more of this. It's a nice tight fit though, you can see. And you can't really see the red right now, but wait till the demolding. I'm telling you, this whole thing has just this red undertone to it. It's beautiful. It's like a car with like a pearl flake to it, where it's like all black, but then has this subtle little red to it. Look how thick this resin is. You can really see it moves nice and slow. I'm just filling in all those little air gaps. All right, now we are full. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the rest of that out. You can see that little lip there to the top part. That's how it connects to the next. So the more fill I can get this part, the easier it is to connect to the next base. But at the end of the day, it is technically full. So if I don't fill it up 100%, it's fine. But I did decide in the end, I was like, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this green in right into the center. And we all know that black's gonna consume all of that green up. But there's going to be a little subtle green right to the middle. It kind of gives a little bit of Christmas vibe as it's green and red. Got rid of a little air bubble there. And finally, I won't be able to finish this one today, but I'm excited to start it. I think it's going to be a beautiful color in the end. As you can see, all those stars on the left are just right at the bottom. I always forget to stir it one more time to like get them all up. All right, now I'm going to speed up trying to get out all those little stars out of there. And then I'm going to spread them around just to kind of have a general balance to it. All right. Now, I waited 24 hours, but you only got to wait for this transition. So thank you for subscribing. And let's go ahead and demold. Well, not this one. This one is going to be another one of my pieces for the, monthly or so mega demolding. I technically could demold it if I wanted, but I wanted to do the full, little bubble effect. But don't worry, the cats and the little tray here will be demolded. First, I gotta take them out of their molds, and so I can show them to you. All right, looks like not a single real bubble, besides maybe a little bit in the front, but overall looks great. Look at that red through it, really shines. And look at the green on this one, it really shines as well. And you can see how the green was very translucent still, whereas that black is solid. And if you're curious what they are a rest for either chopsticks or a pin. But technically the description was like a chopstick holder, but I was like, nah, use it for pen or whatever you want. All right, now for the big guy. As you can see, super dark. but then everything about it has this red undertone that as soon as you look at it in the light, you can be like, whoa. And then you can see there that green is right dead in the center. And then look at the side. It looks really good. It's just like a ghosted red and just completely solidly black. The idea is to kind of make a really dark set of this, kind of like candy paint or something like that, like a midnight with a little candy paint. I'm gonna do probably a black with a dark blue in it, a black with a dark green in it, that kind of thing. Just have fun with it, you know? I have a lot of that black 2.0, so I gotta go through it. I think I'm gonna make a whole series of them. Look at the bottom too, it looks so nice. And just a little faded bit. And then that red, I think, just matches so well with that burgundy. And then, of course, I could put my little cats in it if I wanted. Thank y'all all so much for watching. Remember to trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that is safer for everybody. Bye, y'all. See you on the next one.